Yo, what is up, everybody? Here we got a not normal attribute update, but we got an attribute update. Basically, if you could tell by that screen, we have all of our attributes maxed out except rebounding, which we have nothing in except for that boost I just put in. I figured, you know, let me see if I put a boost on rebounding, just give me one little piece of rebounding. That'll help me rebound better as I try to throw a lob there, but no one was even in the area, not even close. So that is definitely a turnover there. That was a well-earned turnover. Just trying to get fancy as Joe Johnson early on, just chucking up bricks, and couldn't even brick that one because he got blocked as CP3 doing what I did, just trying to throw up a lob. No one was there, and that's going to be a turnover as we pump fake Chris Middleton out of the way, and we eventually get a perfect release in that shot. But yeah, we got all of our stuff, you know, upgraded. We are 96 overall. I did all the attribute updates I possibly could. There's going to be no more attribute updates for me. It's pretty much as far as I could go with Denny, and I don't have anything in rebounding because I'm not tall enough to really get rebounds, so it doesn't really make sense for me to do that. And plus, you know, I get a few rebounds a game despite my lack of rebounding rating, so it's alright. As Joe Johnson knocks down the three there. Eventually, Joe had to knock down a shot, right? So, I'm playing against the Clippers here. We are in pretty much late January at this point. We're near the All-Star break. I simmed a lot of games. I haven't played too many games this season just because, you know, ever since Kobe got injured, I've really been simming through trying to get back to when Kobe comes back healthy as soon as possible. I'm just playing all the big games. I'm playing against all the big teams, like the Clippers, like the Cavs, like the Warriors. Games that'll be close. I don't want to play against, you know, like the Kings and we blow them out. It doesn't really make any sense. I really just want to post, you know, close games and eventually playoff games for the rest of the year. That's the goal. And this Clippers game did end up being close. So we are playing against a team that decided to pull a last-minute slumber party last night to retain Deandre Jordan and keep him away from the Mavs. That's a hell of a story, man. That's just such a Deandre Jordan-like story, the way they kept him, because, you know, just Deandre is so childish, man. Not to knock on him, but he's got that kind of childish, you know, thing about him. Personality, I guess, and that was a nice way to do it. They played video games. They had a sleepover. Blake Griffin's posting weird stuff. They had an emoji battle. Eventually, though, DeAndre is a Clipper, and that's probably the best option for his career, just to stay in LA, because that gives him the best chance to win the title, and that'll, you know, help his I mean, he could probably score a few more points a game and stuff like that. Brook Lopez, why'd you touch the ball, bro? This gives me my third turnover of the game. That doesn't help my stat line any. He could just let that go, and we would have been all good. As Karasov throws up a brick on a wide open mid-range jumper right there. As CP3 tries to get loose. But yeah, just to wrap up the DeAndre thing, I think that's definitely the best option for him. I mean, the Clippers are still, you know, gonna fight hard with the Warriors, with the Spurs, and with the Thunder as the top 4 teams in the Western Conference. It's still gonna be an absolute bloodbath between the 4 of them, but they're in contention with DeAndre, and DeAndre would not be in contention with the Mavs as we put a nice move on CP3, but we couldn't get the finish over Reddick. Yo, the beautiful pump fake. Just pump faking the hell out of these Clippers. Just what Denny Tice does, man. Pump faking everybody. And the Clippers were just especially victims today as I'm looking for Karasov, and eventually Karasov is going to pull up the deep 2 and get it to go. We actually have an 8-point lead against the Clippers. We're starting to win quite a few games. We did lose quite a few games that I didn't show besides that Thunder game I mentioned before we lost against the Spurs. We did lose a few other games, but this game we are definitely on pace to do well in. Can't say we're going to win the game, but we're on pace to do well as DeAndre Jordan gets the rebound off his own miss and eventually finds CP3 wide open. I was trying to grab the defensive board, trying to, you know, use my new ratings and trying to get a steal too, but instead, both times CP3 scores, but this time CP3 is not going to score, but neither is Denny Tice. CP3 with the chase down block right there, but Chris Paul is not able to find Tice in the corner, who eventually bounces that shot, and that's going to be a deep 2 right there. That's going to give us a 6-point lead. This is going to give us an 8-point lead. Denny Tice, perfect release, and Tice is lighting up the scoreboard, but not exactly getting assists as we slam it there, running a little pick and roll with Karasov right there. Just running all sorts of different, you know, weird options with this team as we find Karasov who pulls up the shot. I like the quick trigger, and he gets the shot to go. We're getting a lot of deep 2s. That's kind of annoying as Karasov, can he strike twice? No, we cannot. That's too much to ask. Like I was trying to get there before, not too many assists with this team, partially because I'm taking a ton of shots, partially because my team is not making a lot of shots, and like I said, partially because I'm taking a lot of shots and I'm making a lot of shots. That's why I'm taking them, because I got to, man. I got to. I can't, you know, wait and see if Brandon Jennings can put up 20 points, because he's not going to. Spoiler alert, Brandon Jennings is not putting up 20 points unless I give him 30 shot attempts. And while D-Will cannot knock open a wide open 3 off a double team, they can't really do anything else. So I can't really expect them to do that. As Denny Tice hits a step back jumper at the end of the 3rd quarter. The lead is up to 10, and we actually go go to the bench for the start of the fourth quarter, but thankfully the lead stayed at 10 for like the 2 minutes I was gone as Blake Griffin gets the finish to go. But this is going to be a hard fourth quarter because the Clippers are such a dynamic offensive team, and we are not a dynamic offensive team besides me. I'm going to need a few people to contribute. We want to win this game, and Mason Plumlee is trying to be one of them, but he misses both free throws. Plumlee not a great free throw shooter, but Denny Tice is a great shooter, period. So we're able to fade away right there, and we have 48 points in this game. Just still like 5 minutes left. As Middleton gets the and one finish. Clippers are stacked in this game, man. I don't know how in the world they got Middleton. As you see, we find Stokes, who finds Karasov, but Karasov not able to finish, and then the ball eventually bounces off him. That's LA ball as Denny Tice. I'm just trying to elude double teams. While I could make passes, I'm hesitant to actually make them. I don't want to, but Joe Johnson rewards my eventual forced pass out since I was being double teamed. But here, I tried to get Joe Johnson, but he stopped in the paint, and that wasn't what I expected. So, I mean, it's my fault, but you know, just still trying to learn what the hell Joe Johnson's got in his mind. He's not exactly Klay Thompson. But here, I need Joe to knock down this shot, but he's not able to. Brook Lopez fighting for the rebound. Now the Clippers a chance to chop the lead up. Down 7, but CP3 gets blocked by Tice on the what do you call, fast break right here. Joe Johnson's gonna get fouled. He makes both free throws. At least Joe Johnson's a good free throw shooter. Even Klay Thompson for some reason was not a great free throw shooter to get the perfect release right there. I don't know why he wasn't a good free throw shooter, but Joe Johnson's reliable at the line, so that's all good. Meanwhile, we have 52 now, 53 points after we made one to miss one free throw. As CP3 drains a 3 with a hand in his face. Chris Paul not going away quietly, but this shot, if we make it, and we do make it, gives us a career high 55 points. Our previous high was 54 in the playoffs, I believe. Or we have 54 twice, as CP3 is not going away quietly, like I said. But basically, this is me versus the entire Clipper roster, and I win that battle. And that's what it was, man. I fought the entire Clippers roster, and now all of a sudden I have 58 points. You guys know I'm not a fan of putting up that many points. I'd rather get my teammates going, but my teammates needed me to score. And even with me putting up now 59 points, we're only at 4 points. We needed every single one of those 59 and make that 60 points off the perfect release right there. Career high 60 for Denny Tice, and that's going to help us secure the victory because CP3 can barely get past Tice, and even if he makes this shot, which he does not, shot clock is down, game is over, and we get the victory. So all focus I'm doing, we're probably not going to get the first seed with this Nets team, but I just want to make the playoffs. That's what it's all about, and we are on pace to do that. So leave a like on this video if you enjoyed that. Subscribe for more, and like I said, the goal is to make the playoffs and have Kobe back for the playoffs, and we'll see if we can get to that goal.